Welcome back, Class Ds. Misty here with your next brief. To be honest, I feel kind of bad for this SCP. I can't quite put my finger on why, though. I can't tell if she's crazy or possessed by something. Wouldn't be the first time we've come across something like that. SCP-029, also known as the Daughter of Shadows. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-029 is to be incarcerated in a Class 5 containment cell. She is to be allowed access to nothing of a physical nature. Her containment cell is to be placed behind a triple airlock to avoid her escape. As of Incident 029-34A, SCP-029 is no longer to be fed, as she does not appear to need sustenance to survive. There are to be 3 guards on duty at all times on her cell and 2 guards on monitor duty. Floodlights have been installed in the walls of the containment chamber and are to be on at all times. Once a month, the chamber is to be cleaned and checked for defects. Under absolutely no circumstances are any men to enter SCP-029 in any manner. Any males who do enter SCP-029's cell are to be held under Class 3 detention for interviewing before termination. SCP-029 has requested a bed, a blanket, books, and clothes. Everything was denied except for the clothes, because that was just ridiculous. A girl can't even have clothes, but thankfully that was granted permission. As of Incident S029-53B, anyone who has potential access to SCP-029 is required to first watch surveillance tape 029 Bodine as a reminder of threats involved when working with SCP items, and 029 in particular. Description: SCP-029 appears to be a pubescent female of Asiatic Indian descent. She appears to suffer from alopecia universalis. Over 80% of her pigmentation is a true black, while the rest of her skin has a complete lack of melanin to the point of albinism. Her eyes are also a dark black in color. SCP-029 has severe homicidal tendencies and has displayed a remarkable ability to use any item as a weapon. However, she has a severe compulsion against shedding blood, preferring instead to strangle her victims. SCP-029 has demonstrated dexterity and physical reactions 4 times as fast as the average human. 029 has also displayed extensive resistance to damage of all forms. Both of these extra-human abilities are greatly hampered in the presences of bright or direct light, natural or artificial. In addition, any males who come within the presence of 029, an area defined by her current perception, find themselves pliant to her will. Such males become willing to kill or even die for 029. SCP-029 refers to herself as, which roughly translates to Daughter of Darkness, Daughter of Shadows, or Daughter of Night. Interviews with SCP-029 have proven difficult to conduct due to 029's constant attempts to kill or convert all who speak to her. Over her years of captivity, the black patches on her skin have increased in size. 029 was first brought to the Foundation's attention by an agent working in rural India. An attempt on his life led him to a small cult of men who claimed to be Thuggies in service to the daughter. Several weeks of investigation proved that they believed the world to be in the last years of the Kali Yuga, and that by sacrificing 1 million lives to the Daughter of Darkness, they could raise their goddess and end the world. They also believed that only sacrifices performed through strangulation added to this tally. Events led the agent to their mountain fortress, where he discovered 029. After the loss of said agent, the Foundation acquired SCP-029. 7 years after capture, SCP-029 began showing anomalous growth in her black pigmentation. When questioned about it, she claimed that her followers were on the move once more. Investigation led to a concentration of so-called Thuggies that had escaped the initial foray. After discovering that all her followers were there for one of their holy days, a tactical airstrike was called in. When the first bomb dropped, SCP-029 awoke from slumber, screaming at the top of her lungs. 029 continued to scream for the next 4 hours, ranting and raving that we were killing her people. Since said event, the growth of black pigmentation has stopped completely. Also, since said event, 029 has redoubled her efforts to escape. So, what do you think? Is she nuts, or is there something more sinister going on here? Either way, I still somehow Feel sorry for her. See you in the next brief. Until then, try to stay alive.